Let's start Lesson 6, Transport and Communication. Here you will learn about history of transportation, land transport, water transport, air transport, rules to follow while traveling, modes of communication, means of communication in ancient ages, means of communication in modern age, means of mass communication. Let's read to learn. We live in a social environment, so we need to communicate with people. We also move from one place to another, so we need transport. Let's read about the means of transport and communication. History of transportation. In early times, people moved to distant areas only by walking. Later, they invented the wheel. This invention changed the early man's life entirely. As time passed by, early man changed to a civilized person and refined the design of wheels. Earlier, it was made of wood, but nowadays, rubber, iron, and steel are used to make better wheels, and we have also improved means of transport now. Bullock carts and donkeys of earlier times are now replaced by buses, cars, scooters, cycles, etc. Earlier, man could only travel on land and water, and for this, horses, elephants, camels, bullock carts, and handmade boats were used, but now we can also travel in air and space. The different means of transport that we commonly use in our life can be divided into three main categories: land transport, water transport, air transport. Note for the teacher. Describe your students about various modes of transport and their need. Land transport. Land transports are the vehicles that move on roads like scooters, cars, trucks, etc. But land transport can be subdivided in two more types, namely roadways and railways. Roadways. All the states of our country are connected to each other by roads and highways. These highways are well constructed and different types of vehicles are used for different distances. Scooters, bikes and autos, etc. are used for short distances, while cars, buses and trucks are used for covering long distances. Quick fact: a car is a four-wheeled vehicle that carry a small number of people. The year 1886 is regarded as the birth year of the modern car. Railways. Rail transport is a means of conveyance of passengers and goods by way of wheeled vehicles running on rails. It is also commonly referred to as train transport. In all countries of the world, all major cities are connected with railways. It carries people and bulky goods over long distances. Metro is the latest and improved railway system, which is the most comfortable for travel within the city. Water transport. Water transport includes boats, ships, steamers and submarines and many more. Boats and ships are used as carriers of people and goods. Boats are used for short distances while ships are used for covering longer distances. Cargo ships are used to transport tons of goods like oil tankers. Submarine is used by naval forces of the nations. It is mainly used for naval operations during war or for rescue operations of sinking ships in the oceans. They mostly remain submerged in water, hence fit for deep seas and oceans only. Air transport. Air transports are the vehicles for moving passengers or goods by air. Air transport is the second fastest method of transport after space travel. They include airplanes and helicopters, which are very fast means of transport. Today, almost all countries of the world are interconnected by air transport. However, air transport is more expensive as compared to other means of transport. An aeroplane carries both people and goods from one country to another, flying over deserts, forests, mountains, seas, and oceans. Helicopters are the most useful for rescue operations in times of disasters like floods, earthquakes, etc., as they can take us to places where aeroplanes cannot go. Air transport is the fastest means of transport. Quick fact: the place from where aeroplanes take off or land is called an airport. Rules to follow while traveling. While walking to school, always cross the road only at the zebra crossings. On the roads, Walk on the extreme left hand side. If the footpath is available, always use it on the roads. Do not run or rush on the roads. At the intersections, cross the road only when you see a clear green signal for walking. Look on both sides before crossing the road. Never cross the road by running as you may fall or slip. While going by bus, do not shout or make noise in the bus as it may disturb others and also distract the driver. Make sure to hold the handrail in the moving bus. Do not travel on the footboard of the bus. Start on time from home so that you need not run to catch the bus. At the bus stand, always follow the queue. Get into the bus only when it comes to a halt. Do not rush in or push others while getting into the bus. Newspapers and magazines. Newspaper and magazines are printed in different languages. They carry news and information from all over the world that is happening every day. Newspapers, magazines, radio and television. News and entertainment programs are broadcasted on radio and television. Radio can be used only for broadcasting the audio, whereas television can broadcast both audio and video for communication. Radio, television. Internet. Internet is a global computer network providing a variety of information and communication facilities consisting of interconnected networks using standardized communication protocols. In modern days, Internet is a very cheap and reliable means of not only communication but also of employment and education. We can search for any information on Internet. We can send any message through email or social applications like WhatsApp, Skype, anywhere in the world in just a few seconds.